Hello, this is wmpyr. This is a video response for Shiorisan. First of all, let me just say thank you for making the video and sending it towards my way. Definitely we are going to help you try to get to the next level. So this is some exciting stuff. And let me also say to the viewers, don't be shy about filming yourself practicing. And please send it my way. This is why I'm here, to help you guys out. I'm here to help. So please don't be shy, don't be embarrassed. Don't let the haters or the people who are going to negatively criticize you, don't let them hold you back. What you're doing here is, to me, this is what martial arts is all about. You're learning how to learn, and in order to learn, you have to nurture yourself, and that means you have to be patient with yourself. You have to learn how to observe yourself and work on improving things, looking at details and stuff like that. So those are all things that you could use in real life in whatever you do. And just nurturing yourself means that you know how to grow and you know how to care for yourself. If you care for yourself, then chances are you'll be able to care for other people, and it just makes your environment a good place. So that to me is the martial arts, the way of martial arts, the spiritual path type stuff. So I highly encourage you all to do so. And if you're training in a beautiful scenery, outdoors somewhere, then it just gets even better. So anyway, let's get started. The first thing, just observation and a pointer that I would like to share from watching the video is that there's basically two ways to train with eskrima. The first way, I have to say, is that it's a physical exercise. So you are going to be swinging hard, and it's a physical exercise. So your muscles are going to get a workout. Your tendons and your ligaments are going to get stronger, and you might even get some cardio exercise as well. Because you're going fast and strong, which that means power, explosiveness, and like I said, a physical exercise. The other way to do it is a more technical way to do it, which means for technical, a lot of times you have to slow it down. And the main focus for the technical way of doing things is to be smooth. That's your whole goal. So a lot of times you'll hear instructors say, relax, just relax, take it slow, and what you're doing is you're letting the momentum of the stick guide you. So let the stick do the work and let the stick kind of guide you. So that's what you're doing here, and a lot of people have trouble with this because when you slow it down and when you relax, they think this is it, and this is not what's going on. You still have to have good form. You still have to swing the stick realistically, okay? And a lot of people have trouble with that. But for technical practice, that's better. And then for physical exercise, you definitely want to go, you want to put in a lot more oomph into it, because in real life that's probably closer to how you're going to be using this stuff. But what I'm trying to say is you want to make that separation between the two. So when you're practicing, you're going to go through this over and over, but you're going to go, okay, I feel pretty comfortable with what I'm doing right now, so now let me also try doing it, with some more power, so you're like, okay, that's fine. And then there's other times where you go, okay, I want to work on some more detail, I want to fine-tune things, or, I'm still not quite sure with the movement. So in that case, you want to slow it down and go on trying to be smooth and practice, this way. Okay, so just keep that in mind, two different ways of practicing, and keep it nice and separate, and tell yourself, okay, which one am I going to do right now, and do both, definitely do both. All right, so the first thing that I noticed in the first couple of seconds of the video, you're starting off with this one right here. This is the starting position, and you're going 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this is called what I call the 4-count drill. So right here, starting position, which I call the over and under position. From here, what I recommend is to just go sideways, sideways, and then diagonal down, diagonal down. There's other ways to do it, but I think it's easier that way. The first two, just go sideways, 1, 2, and then the next two, go down diagonal, down diagonal. So that's what I recommend. It's just easier that way, I think, starting off. And then the other thing is 1, 2, and then on number three, this downwards motion right here is to make sure you go all the way. If you don't go all the way and you just kind of go like this and leave your arm here, the number 4 kind of gets confused, like where do I put it? But if you go all the way and you park it up here, then you have room down here for number 4 to come. You see? So one more time. 1, 2, and on number 3, make sure you go, it's a downward strike, but make sure you go all the way back and park up here. Okay? And now you have an open space right here for number 4 to park, no problem. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. And one thing that's going to help with that is this right here. So on number 1, I move sideways towards the direction I'm going. So number 1 is going to be a sideways motion. So see how I tilt my body that way? So I'm tilting my body that way. 1, 2. And then on number 3, I'm going to tilt this way. It's going down diagonal, but it's still going in that direction basically. So I'm going towards the right, and I come this way, and then number 4 follows. Once again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm just tilting on the ball of my the foot right here. I'm just tilting. I'm not lifting my foot or anything. The heels do come off the ground, but the toes is basically I'm just turning back and forth. So on number 1, I turn, number 2, and then on number 3, I turn back, and it just makes it easier, I think, for the arms to go this way, the arms to follow the motion. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, and on 3, make sure that it goes all the way here, and then 4 follows. Okay, so that's my recommendation there. I think the 4 count drill is a really good a drill to practice, but let me show you what the 4 count drill kind of starts to look like once it gets smoother and smoother. So you start off with 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it starts to get smoother and smoother to where eventually you're going like this. This is still the 4 count drill. It may not look like it, but 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still there. Okay, no matter how fast I'm going, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's still there. It's just a little harder to go to that form where you're flowing, where everything's a lot more circular and flowing like that. It is a harder form to do that. It's just the way it is. So because you're so close to doing the heaven 6, because you're like right at the doorstep for the heaven 6, even though the heaven 6 is a harder form than the 4 count drill, the heaven 6 is easier to flow. So since you're right there, I say, why not? Let's go into the heaven 6. So I recommend that you start working, add the heaven 6 to your exercise. So I'm going to show it to you right now, and it's basically the first big mountain that I tell my students to climb and conquer it. And if you conquer the heaven 6, then it's going to open more doors, and training will be more fun, I think, and things will start to click, and it'll help you out greatly. So I think you're right there, so let's go for it. Okay, so right here, starting position is the same. Okay, and you're going 1, 2, this is the same, it's horizontal, horizontal, and instead of coming here for number 3 is going to be right here. Okay, and that's basically it. 3 movements on one side, and then 3 is the mirror opposite on the other side. So one more time, from right here you're just going 1, 2, and then 3, just right there. Okay, and then from here, because this is the same starting position on the other side, from here, mirror opposite, we're just going 1, 2, and then instead of coming down over here, it's going to just be right here on the same side. We're just going to stick to the same side. So horizontal, horizontal, and then right here, horizontal, horizontal, and then just go vertical. Okay, and that's it. 6 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This one is a lot easier to flow, and you're almost there. You're really almost there. So why not add this to your arsenal? Let me go sideways this way. So because if I'm facing you, you have to kind of, it's a mirror image, and you have to figure out, you know, but if I'm facing this way, you could kind of go with me in the same direction. So let me try it this way, okay? So same starting position, just like this, and we're gonna go 1 sideways, 2 sideways, and then this just goes vertical and stays on the same side, okay? So that means I'm in this position. See, I'm in this position now to do the same thing on the other side. So it goes horizontal, horizontal, and then this just comes down like so, okay? So one more time, 1, 2, 3, and now 3 to the other side, okay? 1, 2, and then 3 right there, okay? So let me show kind of what that starts to look like when you start getting smoother and smoother. So you're just going 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you can see it already starts to kind of flow, okay? So I highly recommend that you practice that. It is a very fun exercise, and it's definitely more complex, but I think you could totally handle it. From what I saw in your videos, you already have the abilities. I see a lot of signs saying that you could totally handle that. So the next one I want to go into is the one that you asked for some advice, for some pointers. And that one, once again, starting position is here. This is the over-under position. So from right here, what you were doing is you were striking here, 1, 2, okay? Real quick, on the strike right here, I recommend that this first strike is be careful not to do this. If you do this, you're hyperextending your arm right here, okay? Which is not good for the joint. And if you do this over and over again, it can start to hurt your joint. So what I recommend is doing the same motion. Let's just do a punch. And when you throw a punch, the arm is slightly bent right here at the elbow. It's hard to see, but it's slightly bent. It's never fully extended, because all it would take is if I am punching someone and there is a crowd or a riot or something like that, someone bumps into me, I could snap my arm out. So I don't want that to happen. So it's slightly bent, even at the extended. This is where I make impact. It's still not completely extended. So go ahead and throw a punch this way. I'm hitting basically with any part of the stick. From this is ideal, but I could hit with this entire area. And if they come in close, I'm going to be hit with my knuckles. So it'll be no problem. I could still do the same movements, but super close. So right here, boom, throw a punch. That's your number 1 motion. Number 2 is this right here, okay? The right hand and the left hand move simultaneously, which can make things a little tricky, okay? And to me, this looks like a karate position, so I'm just gonna call this the karate, okay? So the first one, let's call this the punch. Number 2, karate, right? The main idea here is because both arms are moving, don't let this confuse you. Just focus on the hand that's striking. So the first one, your hand's just going to alternate. You're going to go from right hand, right hand. They're just going to go back and forth. So the first one, number 1, is a punch. That's my right hand. The second one is my left hand. So I went from right hand, left hand. The left hand strikes out this way, and the right hand just is in a ready position. It could be a defensive position right here, but it basically comes here to get ready. So focus on the left hand. So number 3 has to be my right hand needs to attack, and the left hand should go back. You know, just using the same logic, right, left, right. So right here, my left hand is the one that's attacking. So I'm just going to bring the left hand back, and the right hand attacks, okay? And what I'm going to call this is I'm going to call this the archer, because it looks like I'm doing some archery, okay? So one more time, let's start from the beginning. So from right here, over under position, you're going to throw a punch, okay? Right hand punch. Number 2, left hand goes, and the right hand gets ready back here. Number 3 is now right hand is going to go, and this is my archery position, and then I park right here. Once I park, then I'm in the same position to start over, but on the left side, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Okay, I'm going to throw a punch, okay, and with the left hand this time. So the left hand throws a punch. So now the right hand goes. The left hand is back here in the ready position, and my right hand just attacks. So now it's going to go back to the left hand. The left hand is going to to punch right here, and this is the archery position, and then it parks. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Okay, punch, karate position right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and do archery, park. Okay, punch, and then we're gonna do karate position, and then archery, and then park. See, that was a full, complete 6 motions basically right there. Let me face this way, so once again, if you want to follow along, it'll be easier than trying to figure out the mirror image. So from right here, we're going to throw a punch, and then this is our number 2, the karate position right here, and then from here, the left hand is the one that's attacking, so the left hand is now going to go back, and we go into our archery position, and then the right hand is out, is going to park now. And now we're going to do the same thing from the left side from the beginning. So the left side punches, right? And now the left side, as it goes back, we're going to go into the karate position, and the right side is to the front. So now the right side's going to go back, and the left side's going to go forward. And this is my archery position. And then after the archery, you park. And we completed it. This is back to the beginning right here. So let me show you how it kind of looks like when you start making it smoother and smoother. So from here, you know, just it goes 1, 2, and then archery and park, right? Punch, and we're going karate, and right here, archery and park. Okay, 1, 2, 3, park. 1, 2, 3, and park. And as we get smoother with this, we could combine the archery position with the park into one smooth motion. So it becomes, right now this is the punch, and this is the karate, and then right here archery and park is one motion. So that's what happens. So we're going 1 right here, and then it goes 2, boom. You see, I combined the motion together. I hit and park at the same time. So 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. Okay, 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, boom. So that's what it starts to look like when you make it smoother and smoother. If you're having trouble with this, don't let this discourage you, because out of everything we just covered right now in the video, this is the hardest one. Okay, so once again, don't let it discourage you, but you're almost about to get it. I think you're right there. And it seems to me like you have a good work ethic, and you're on the right path, that you're doing a good job. So keep doing it. And, you know, for everyone else, I hope this benefits you too. Thank you for watching, and take care, folks.